This podcast is brought to you by Podcast Nation.
Halliday presents, in the red corner, the undisputed, undefeated Weed Whacker Guy. Champion of hurling grass and pollen everywhere. And in the blue corner, the challenger, extra strength Halliday. Eye drops that work all day to prevent the release of histamines that cause itchy allergy eyes. And the winner by knockout is Halliday. Halliday, bring it on.
Shopping is hard, right? But there's a better way. Stitch Fix online personal styling makes it easy. I just give my stylist my size, style, and budget preferences. I order boxes when I want and how I want. No subscription required. And she sends just for me pieces. Plus outfit recommendations and styling tips. I keep what I love and send back the rest. It's so easy. Personal styling for everyone. Get started today at stitchfix.com/Spotify. That's stitchfix.com/Spotify.
Welcome to Nirvana Sisters, where we discuss all things health and well-being to help you achieve your highest state, your nirvana. I'm Amy Sherman, and this is my co-host and sister-in-law, Katie Chandler.
Hi, we are so excited to share with you all things health and wellness that we've tried and experimented with. Our goal is to help you curate your wellness routine while hopefully having some fun. As two sisters-in-law, we found ourselves constantly sharing our passion for well-being and wanted to share it with you. It's real, it's raw, no holds barred. We'll try it all and give you the simple breakdown. Think of us as your wellness watchers, watching out for all things wellness so you don't have to.
Hi, everyone. I'm Amy Sherman, and we wanted to take a little bit of time to talk to you about why we're doing this podcast, a little bit about our journey, and why we're creating these episodes for other people to listen to. So I'm Amy Sherman. I've been in marketing my whole career, and I've always really loved the art and science of marketing a product, and I've always really liked product reviews, especially when it comes to beauty and wellness. It all kind of started with my hair. I'm a curly girl. So if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you probably don't. But there's lots of communities online. And when I was younger, I was always researching different hacks for my hair. I've always loved trying new products, talking about them to friends, colleagues, and doing new spa treatments, experimenting with the latest trends in skincare, and having a self-care day before it was a thing. So in fact, the funny thing is, I was telling Katie that many years ago, I secured a URL. It was called Product Junkie, and I wanted to start a blog about product reviews. This was probably, 15 years ago, but I never did anything with it because obviously life happens. I became a mom, a wife, a full-time executive, and my priorities were just different, but I still kind of have always loved the space and just sort of put it on the back burner. So a few years ago, I was diagnosed with having vestibular migraines. And if you don't know what that is, it's basically like a dizzy vertigo episode that are very, very scary and hard to treat. And so I went on a mission and I found lots of different strategies to keep me in an optimal state so I could lessen these episodes. And I talked to Katie about it a lot because she had similar things going on too. And it's really taken a long time to figure out the right strategies, and it's always evolving. I'm still trying to figure them out. But that said, it really made me take a step back and realize that I needed to slow down. I needed to stop always being in this fight or flight mode, take a step back and really just breathe, because I think a lot of my migraines were related to stress and just constantly being on the move for the last, 10, 15 years since I've had kids. So coinciding with that journey, I started this new marketing role at work, and I did a lot of research in my new role in the well-being and meditation space, which I've always loved. But as soon as I started getting into the work, I was drawn to it immediately. And I was so excited to be there and working on this topic at work. So the work sort of instantly connected me and made me realize all the things that I was naturally attracted to. For example, like I always loved being outdoors in the mountains and nature. That's always been intuitive to me. And I was thinking to myself, well, why has that always been intuitive? And I think it's really my body's way of telling me to look around, to breathe, and to balance. And so I started talking with Katie over the years and realized that we have a lot of knowledge on these topics, and the things we like to talk about might be interesting to other people as well. So hence Nirvana Sisters were born. And I'll let Katie talk about her background and her journey along the way.
Hi, I'm Katie Chandler. I'm a former fit model, and fitness has always been at the forefront of my life. Paying close attention to health and wellness was really further cultivated 8 years ago when I was diagnosed with 2 autoimmune diseases, Addison's disease and hypothyroidism. Addison's disease is a very complicated, chronic, life-threatening disease, and hypothyroidism, while more common, is also very complicated. I've spent years educating myself on how to not only manage my conditions and their symptoms, but also how to live a thriving life focused on achieving optimal health. Optimal health is so important to me. And it's something that when you have autoimmunity, doctors don't necessarily try to help you with. There's one thing to be healthy and stable and, quote, normal, as a doctor would say. Is a completely different thing to have optimal health and to feel great every day, regardless of your symptoms. I'm a busy mother of 2. I'm pushing 40, and I have many days where I still feel like I'm 21 again. While I know I'm a bit of a self-defined health and fitness guru, I've spent so many years researching and educating myself on nutrition and hormones and supplements, everything that I could do to possibly feel my best. I've made it my mission to be the best I can be, but I still wanted to experience life's great joys. I didn't want to be one of those people that, always just ate nothing but grilled chicken and brown rice and worked out 7 days a week for 2 hours. I still like to live. I still like to eat. I still like to have fun, but I want to feel great. My Nirvana is to physically be able to be the best mother, wife, friend, daughter, and sister-in-law that I can be despite my diseases. Nirvana Sisters has really become a natural progression for me. I did have a health and wellness blog called bodybestrong.com. And while I loved blogging, nothing has been as fun as sharing my experience and passion with Amy and hearing her experiences. It's been so fulfilling, and it's definitely helping me achieve my Nirvana.
So that's us and our journey that helped us shape Nirvana Sisters. And during our episodes, we'll be sharing everything we've learned, great wellness and beauty product reviews, and a lot of exciting guests. So thanks for listening to our stories. We hope you enjoy our episodes and they help you to reach your Nirvana.
Namaste.